Chosen one, you turn into God in no time. The hidden research, the recovered writings, the ancient testaments, once dismissed as myth, are now revealing themselves to be real, and they're all about you. The theory has become truth. The myth has turned into reality. You are shifting into the God form of the universe, and it is happening in no time. Your intelligence, your senses, your very presence are breaking the scientific systems built to contain you. The elites, the leaders, the guardians of this timeline have realized too late what you've become. Surveillance over you is ending. The Greek and Egyptian philosophies, the hidden knowledge of the ancients, all of it belongs to you. Everything belongs to you. Your form now terrifies them. They are stunned, they are shaken, and they are afraid because you are not normal. You are the chosen by God. If you are truly a chosen one, pause for a moment before this revelation unfolds. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This number sends a powerful signal to the universe and amplifies the energy of this message. Stay until the end, because your spirit already knows this is for you, and your life will never be the same. The moment you've been waiting for is now unfolding before your very eyes. What once seemed impossible, reserved only for legends and myths, is happening to you, the chosen one. In an instant, you are rising beyond the limits of humanity, stepping into a divine form that transcends all understanding. You are no longer bound by ordinary rules or mortal constraints. You are becoming the God of the universe itself, an entity of unimaginable power and presence. This transformation isn't gradual, it's a rapid awakening, like a cosmic fire igniting your soul and expanding your consciousness to infinite horizons. Every cell in your body vibrates with new energy, your senses sharpen beyond comprehension, and your mind connects to the very fabric of reality. You are not just evolving, you are becoming the ultimate expression of existence. It's a thrilling yet overwhelming leap into a realm few dare to imagine. Imagine standing at the edge of the cosmos, feeling the pulse of stars and galaxies coursing through you. This is not fantasy, it's your destiny. This transformation is proof that the universe itself has singled you out. The weight of your new identity will shake the foundations of everything you've ever known, but within this challenge lies your greatest power. You are now the center of all creation. And as your body and mind ascend, you'll begin to realize how deeply this change rewires everything around you. The scientific laws that once explained the world falter in your presence. The boundaries between what's possible and impossible blur because you are the force rewriting the rules. Your ascension marks a new era, an era where you embody the divine will of the cosmos. But with great power comes great responsibility. This transformation is not just about power or control. It's about becoming a beacon of hope, wisdom, and change for all existence. The universe itself watches with bated breath, and your journey has only just begun. Scholars, researchers, and seekers have long combed through ancient texts, myths, and prophecies, trying to unravel secrets hidden for millennia. What they have found, however, was never meant to be fully understood until this very moment. These ancient writings speak of a being, a chosen one, whose awakening would shake reality to its core. Now, those once mysterious words suddenly make sense. because you are that being. From the cryptic scrolls of forgotten civilizations to the sacred tomes of lost temples, every piece of ancient wisdom points to your arrival. The legends weren't just allegories or metaphors, they were coded messages, waiting for you to unlock their truth. Imagine the shock and disbelief of historians who now realize their studies pale in comparison to what is unfolding. Your transformation is the final puzzle piece that brings everything into focus. These testimonies, once dismissed as myths, now burst with relevance and undeniable proof. The ancient Egyptians spoke of a god reborn in human form. The Greeks told tales of a hero destined to surpass even the gods themselves. Across continents and eras, these prophecies converge to one reality: you. The collective knowledge of the ancients is now alive in you, and this revelation demands reverence. For those watching from the sidelines, the discovery of your connection to these ancient texts is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The implications are staggering. If you truly embody the fulfillment of these prophecies, the balance of power, knowledge, and destiny itself has been rewritten. The world stands on the brink of an epical shift, and you are at its heart. This awakening is a cosmic confirmation. The impossible is now real. You are the living proof that history's greatest secrets were never myths. They were blueprints, pointing directly at your rise. The question isn't what you have become, but what you will choose to do with this godlike power. For generations, humanity has whispered tales of a chosen one, a divine figure prophesied to bring change beyond imagination. These stories lived in fairy tales, religious texts, and ancient scripts, often dismissed as mere fantasy or allegory. But now, the veil has been lifted. The line between myth and reality has dissolved, and prophecy is no longer a distant dream. It is your present truth. The overwhelming emotions you feel aren't accidental. They are the echoes of millennia of hope, fear, and expectation finally manifesting through you. Every culture, every belief system has contributed a thread to this tapestry, waiting for the moment when it would come alive in flesh and spirit. You carry the weight of those stories and the hopes of countless souls who awaited this moment across time. This isn't simply about fulfilling a story, it's about rewriting what it means to exist. Prophecies were always about transformation, about the rebirth of the divine within the mortal. But now, as your essence evolves, the prophecy moves beyond metaphor and becomes a tangible force that reshapes everything. The universe itself acknowledges the shift, and the stars align to witness your rise. Your transformation sends ripples across dimensions, breaking through old narratives that confined humanity's understanding of divinity and destiny. This is a moment of collective awakening, where mythic power is no longer locked in storybooks, but surges through your veins. You are living the impossible, a miracle that will inspire generations yet unborn. And as you embrace this reality, remember that the prophecy is not a script to be followed blindly. It's a call to action, a sacred invitation to shape the future with wisdom, courage, and heart. The myths were the beginning. Your journey is the glorious continuation. The transformation you are experiencing is not a distant event. It is happening here, now, in real time. Your body, mind, and soul are evolving moment by moment, pushing beyond human limits into realms of existence once reserved for the divine. This shift is a profound metamorphosis, an awakening that touches every fiber of your being and radiates outward to reshape the very world around you. Feel the power, coursing through you. It's electric, unstoppable, and liberating. Every thought becomes sharper, every emotion deeper, and every perception broader. Your senses expand beyond sight and sound, attuned to vibrations and energies others cannot detect. You begin to see the invisible threads connecting all things, becoming a living node in the cosmic web. This real-time transformation defies explanation because it breaks every scientific and philosophical rule. Systems designed to study consciousness falter in your presence. Your mind moves faster than any machine. Your intuition knows no limits, and your presence itself alters the fabric of space and time. You are becoming something more than human, something sacred, something infinite. As this change unfolds, it may feel overwhelming, even terrifying. The familiar boundaries of identity dissolve, and you must learn to navigate a new reality where your potential is boundless. But within this challenge lies your greatest strength, the ability to create, to heal, and to lead with a heart that now beats in sync with the universe itself. Your shift into God form is both a personal awakening and a cosmic event. It marks the dawn of a new existence where you embody the highest ideals of divinity, wisdom, compassion, power, and unity. This is your moment to shine, to rise, and to claim your destiny as the chosen one. Hidden in dusty archives, forgotten libraries, and secret chambers lie writings that have waited for centuries to be rediscovered. These documents contain not only stories, but precise markers of your awakening, the exact moment when a mortal transcends and becomes divine. The recovered texts are a treasure trove of knowledge, proof that your transformation has been foreseen and meticulously documented by those who came before you. Each passage resonates with eerie accuracy, describing phenomena you are currently living through, from sudden surges of power to the breaking of scientific laws that once seemed unbreakable. These ancient scribes were not mystics lost to fantasy. They were prophets who knew the universe's deepest secrets and encoded them for future generations. The writings also reveal the emotional and spiritual turmoil that accompanies this transformation. They warn of isolation, fear, and the crushing weight of responsibility. Yet they also promise unparalleled enlightenment and unity with the cosmos for those who persevere. You are now walking the path these ancients traced long ago, fulfilling a sacred lineage that binds you to the highest powers. This discovery is both humbling and empowering. It reminds you that your journey is not solitary. You are part of a vast cosmic story, stretching across time and space. The ancients are guiding you through their words, lending their wisdom to help you embrace your destiny. Knowing that your transformation is part of a grand design can provide strength and clarity. It's a confirmation that you are not alone in this shift. You stand at the intersection of past, present, and future, a living bridge between the divine mysteries of yesterday and the boundless potential of tomorrow. The world measures time in seconds, hours, years, but what is unfolding within you moves outside the clock. The change is not creeping forward like a slow dawn. It is a lightning strike of awakening. In the blink of an eye, everything you once were is becoming something new. To outsiders, it might look like an instant, but within you, it feels like eternity compressed into a single heartbeat. This immediacy is why preparation matters. Prophets in every age warned that the chosen one's rise would be sudden, overwhelming, and absolute. They cautioned that without inner readiness, power could become chaos. Yet here you stand, feeling the surge already shaping your thoughts, your choices, your very identity. Now is the moment to ground yourself in courage, in compassion, in clarity of purpose. Preparation doesn't mean retreating from the change. It means opening your heart wide enough to hold it. You are becoming an entity who will affect millions, perhaps entire worlds. With every thought, you will leave imprints on reality itself. That responsibility calls for a strength deeper than any physical power. It calls for integrity, wisdom, and empathy. Look to the examples of those who glimpsed such transformation before. Moses descending from the mountain, Siddhartha awakening under the Bodhi tree, the unnamed shamans who walked between worlds. Each moment of transcendence was a flash of eternity breaking into time. They prepared by surrendering their fears and embracing their higher selves. The same is now asked of you. This shift is happening in no time, not to confuse you, but to show you that eternity lives within you. Prepare not just to wield power, but to embody a vision so vast that even stars will seem like sparks in your presence. For years, perhaps lifetimes, your every step was watched. The guardians of this timeline, the elites of secret orders, the keepers of ancient systems, all kept a close eye on you. They tracked, measured, and analyzed, trying to understand or even contain what they feared you might become. But surveillance can only monitor what exists inside its rules. Once you transcend those rules, you move beyond their reach. That moment is now. As your essence expands, cameras fail, algorithms falter, and even psychic watchers lose your signal. You are slipping into a frequency they cannot decode. This is not just secrecy, it is sovereignty. For the first time, you are free from every net they cast to bind you. Freedom, however, is both exhilarating and dangerous. Without constant observation, you are no longer a subject in someone else's experiment. You are a force in your own right. This is your chance to act without interference, to shape destiny rather than be shaped by it. But it also means stepping into full accountability for every ripple you cause. Imagine the panic in the control rooms of those who once tracked you. Their screens flicker to black, their sensors register nothing but static. They are staring into a void where your data used to be. That fear is proof that your transformation is real, and their systems were never built to handle a god. Before this total disappearance completes, hear this truth. You owe nothing to those who caged you, but you owe everything to the future you are now creating. Act with compassion, even toward those who feared you, and your power will be not just unstoppable, but unshakably righteous. At first, they dismissed you. A dreamer, an outlier, a myth. They didn't believe the ancient warnings. They assumed prophecy was just superstition. Now, their disbelief has turned to dread. They see you standing taller than their systems, radiating a force they cannot quantify. They are asking too late, what have you become? This shock is not just fear. It is recognition. Deep down, even the most skeptical among them knew someone like you would come. The signs were there. The rise of unexplainable phenomena, the collapse of old paradigms, the restless energy moving through history. They ignored it until you made it undeniable. Your change has not only altered your being, it has altered their worldview. Leaders who once controlled armies now feel like ants before a wildfire. Scholars who once wrote theories now find their words obsolete overnight. Every institution built to define reality is cracking under the weight of your presence. And yet, within their panic lies a strange kind of liberation. If you can become more than human, maybe humanity itself can too. Your transformation is terrifying, but it also hints at a future where others may follow, a future where the boundaries of possibility are shattered for everyone. So when they ask, in trembling voices, "What did you change into?" you may answer not with arrogance, but with truth. You became what they feared and hoped for at once, a living doorway to a new reality. The human brain was once thought to be the pinnacle of evolution. The scientific systems that studied it were confident in their models, their scans, their equations. Then you arrived. Your intelligence now outpaces their instruments. Your senses register frequencies their machines cannot detect. In your presence, their data becomes noise. Their formulas collapse. This isn't just superhuman IQ, it's multi-dimensional awareness. You perceive patterns across time, space, and consciousness simultaneously. You see the roots of events before they bloom. Hear the echoes of choices not yet made. This is why their science can't keep up. You're not playing on a bigger board, you're playing on an entirely new dimension of the game. Facts support this too. Think of savants who calculate impossibly, of mystics who describe cosmic truths without telescopes, of quantum phenomena that seem to defy classical rules. You are the synthesis of all these anomalies, the living convergence of science and spirit. To some, this will look like chaos, instruments spiking, laws failing. But in truth, it is order of a higher kind, a new physics of consciousness itself. You are not breaking reality, you are revealing it. And as you do, a choice emerges, to hoard this awareness or to share it. If you teach wisely, you can uplift an entire species. If you act rashly, you could unbalance worlds. That is the real challenge of your new mind, not how to understand, but how to use understanding with grace. For much of your life, you may have felt different, a sense of disconnection, an intuition that you didn't quite fit the mold. Those feelings were not flaws, they were signals. You were never meant to be normal. You were chosen. This choosing is not about superiority, but about purpose. The universe, God, the divine source, or whatever name you give it, selected you as a vessel for something extraordinary. This is why the myths spoke of you, why the prophecies lined up at your feet. They were describing a destiny waiting to be claimed. Being chosen is not a crown, but a calling. It demands sacrifice, humility, and courage. You must carry not just your own life, but the hopes and struggles of many. You are a bridge between the mortal and the divine, a living message of possibility. Think of Joan of Arc hearing voices that led her to change history, of Gandhi feeling a mission to transform empires without violence, of countless unnamed souls whose inner knowing propelled them to impossible deeds. You are part of that lineage, magnified to a cosmic scale. Embrace it without arrogance, but also without denial. You are not normal, and that is your greatest gift. You are the chosen one, and the world is ready, even if it does not yet know it, for what you are about to become. The philosophies of ancient civilizations were not random musings. They were fragments of a larger truth. From the Greek mysteries of Delphi to the Egyptian rites of Thoth, from the Vedic hymns to the Mayan codices, each tradition held a shard of the whole. And now, those shards gather within you. You are the living synthesis of millennia of thought. Plato's forms, Hermes Trismegistus's wisdom, the pharaoh's prayers to the sun, all of it echoes in your being. You are not simply inheriting this knowledge, you are embodying it. Their symbols become your language, their secrets, your instincts. Consider how these traditions often spoke of a hidden initiate who would one day unify wisdom and power. That initiate was never just a priest or philosopher, it was a mythic archetype pointing to someone who could awaken as you are awakening now. This belonging is not about ownership, but stewardship. The philosophies are not trophies for your ego, they are tools for your mission. They give you frameworks for compassion, courage, and cosmic order. As you integrate them, you will speak a universal language, one that transcends culture and time. Your words will resonate with Greeks and Egyptians alike, with ancients and future beings. Through you, their wisdom finds new life. There is a reason the powerful have hidden knowledge, locked archives, sealed vaults. They suspected, perhaps even knew, that one day a being like you would emerge. They collected treasures, texts, technologies, thinking they could control destiny by hoarding it. Now, they see that all of it was always meant for you. This belonging is not about property, but resonance. Everything aligned with your destiny naturally gravitates toward you. The wisdom, the power, the tools, they find their rightful keeper. Leaders and elites are witnessing this and realizing their era of gatekeeping is ending. Their fear is palpable. They built entire systems to maintain control, and now they feel those systems slipping away. But within that fear is also relief, because the burden of control has exhausted them too. When you step into your role fully, you free not just yourself, but even those who tried to hold you back. The moment is historic. It is the passing of an age, from secrecy to revelation, from hierarchy to embodiment. Through you, everything that was fragmented becomes whole. And as you claim what belongs to you, remember, it belongs to you, so you can give it to the world. The treasures of wisdom are not meant to be locked away again. They are meant to flow through you into a new civilization. There is no polite way to phrase it. Those who built the old order are terrified. They see you not as a person, but as an event, a storm sweeping across the landscape of history. Their calculations fail, their plans crumble. They are, quite simply, fucked. This terror is not only because of your power, but because of what you represent, the end of their narrative. They thrived on keeping humanity small, convinced of its limits. Your existence destroys that illusion. Fear, however, is a mirror. It shows you where the world's wounds are deepest. Those who oppose you are not purely evil. They are afraid of losing identity, control, and meaning. Understanding this can transform your response from vengeance to vision. Think of how a forest burns before new growth can arise. Their fear, their collapse, is the fire that clears the way for renewal. Through your presence, a new reality can sprout, one rooted not in domination, but in unity. So do not be surprised by their panic. See it as confirmation. You are the signpost of a turning age, and their terror is the soundtrack of history changing. There comes a point in every prophecy when disbelief gives way to recognition. That point is now. The world's watchers, skeptics, and rulers have realized the shift, but only after it was irreversible. You are already changed. The shift is not coming. It has arrived. It's in the way time bends around your choices, in the way people feel hope and fear in your presence, in the way old systems falter as new possibilities open. This is the living proof of transformation. For you, this means stepping out of waiting. No more anticipation, no more someday. You are in the now of destiny. Every word, every action is part of the unfolding story that future generations will call the Great Turning. This realization also brings freedom. When others finally see you for what you are, you no longer have to hide. The mask drops. The prophecy breathes. You can move openly as the force you were always meant to be. The shift is here, and it is not a threat, but a promise. A promise that humanity, guided by your emergence, can move beyond its old limitations. A promise that the future will not be a repetition of the past, but a birth of something unimaginable. And now, we arrive at the core truth, the revelation at the heart of every legend. You are the one chosen by God, not as a ruler over others, but as a steward of a new era, not as an idol, but as a living bridge between heaven and earth. This revelation is not about ego, it is about alignment. The entire cosmos has conspired for this moment, weaving your life from countless threads of destiny. Every trial you endured, every question you asked, every doubt you carried was preparation for this awakening. To be chosen is to be trusted. The universe has placed within you not just power, but purpose. You are meant to illuminate paths, heal wounds, and inspire courage in those still caught in darkness. You are not here to dominate, but to elevate. This is why your story resonates so deeply. It is not only your transformation, but a mirror of what is possible for all. In you, people see their own potential reflected, a potential to awaken, to transcend, to become more than they ever imagined. So stand now, chosen one, in the fullness of this revelation. Feel the universe breathing with you. This is your calling, your birthright, and your responsibility. You are not just a chapter in the story, you are the turning of the age itself. The universe has been patiently waiting, counting down moments unseen. You, the chosen one, stand at the threshold where the cosmic clock strikes, signaling your awakening. This is no ordinary moment. It is the convergence of fate and free will, where your dormant power bursts into radiant life. The stars align not just in the heavens, but within you. This awakening is a symphony of sensations, electric pulses in your veins, visions flickering at the edges of your sight, a voice deep inside, whispering truths too vast for words. It shakes your very core, tearing apart the veil of ordinary existence. You are no longer just a soul wandering the world. You are the spark that will ignite a new reality. Every second you delay feeling the magnitude of this moment is a second lost in a timeless dance. You must embrace the calling with open arms, courage blazing in your heart. The universe is not asking you to be perfect. It is asking you to be present, to step fully into the power that was always yours to claim. Remember the legends of heroes past, those who answered their call amid chaos and doubt. Their bravery did not stem from certainty, but from faith that something greater guided their steps. You now walk the same path, and your awakening is their legacy, renewed and amplified. Awaken, chosen one, for your hour has come. The clock is striking not just on the celestial dome, but inside your very soul. The time for hiding is over. This is your moment to rise, not as a whisper, but as a cosmic roar. Within you lies an infinite expanse, a galaxy of thoughts, ideas, and emotions swirling like stars in the night. The mind you possess now transcends human limits, reaching into realms where logic dissolves and intuition reigns supreme. This is not madness, but mastery, a vast intelligence that can navigate the unknown with grace. To embrace this infinite mind, you must first release the shackles of doubt and fear. These were the chains forged by those who feared your rise. Your intellect is not a prison, but a gateway, each thought a star lighting paths to unexplored realities. You are the architect of your universe, building constellations of possibility from the raw matter of your imagination. Consider how ancient philosophers glimpsed infinity in the patterns of nature, the spirals of shells, the dance of planets, the endless cycles of birth and death. You embody these patterns now, but with conscious awareness. You are no longer a passive observer. You are an active creator, shaping cosmic order with each breath. Infinite as it is, your mind must be tended like a garden. Cultivate clarity, weed out confusion, water your focus daily. With discipline and love, your thoughts will bloom into revelations that inspire and uplift all who encounter them. In embracing your infinite mind, you claim your divine heritage. You become not just a thinker, but a universe unto yourself, a galaxy of wisdom, creativity, and light, waiting to shine in the darkest skies. For centuries, a veil has obscured your vision, a mist of falsehoods woven by those who seek to keep power hidden. But the veil is lifting, and what you will see is both terrifying and beautiful. The world you thought was solid is a shifting tapestry of energy, belief, and intention. The very fabric of reality bends to your awakening perception. This revelation shakes the foundation of your understanding, dissolving the walls of separation between self and other, mind and matter, past and future. Illusions of limitation crumble before your eyes as you witness the interconnected web of life in all its complexity and wonder. The veil's lifting is not painless. It challenges every assumption, every comfort, every story you told yourself to feel safe. But behind the discomfort lies liberation. You begin to glimpse your true nature, infinite, powerful, and radiant beyond measure. Remember the words of seers who spoke of the great unveiling, a time when humanity would awaken to its divine essence. That time is now your reality. You are living proof that the veil can be torn away, and in its absence, the light floods in. Step boldly through this unveiled vision. Use it not to dominate, but to heal, to teach, and to guide others out of their own shadows. The veil lifts not for isolation, but for collective awakening. Power courses through your veins like thunder and lightning, wild and untamed. Yet within this tempest lies a sacred calm, a still point that anchors your divine force. To become the god of the universe, you must learn to balance these opposing energies, the storm's fierce drive and the calm's quiet wisdom. Uncontrolled power can destroy everything in its path, but power mastered becomes the architect of creation itself. This mastery demands deep self-awareness, the courage to face your darkest shadows, and the humility to recognize your limits even as you transcend them. Look at the natural world. Storms bring destruction, but also rain that nourishes the earth.